Hey everyone. So, on this channel, we're sharing interesting topics from Japan's online community that even people from overseas can enjoy. Now, let's check out today's discussion.
Due to the impact of earthquakes, some areas in Ishikawa Prefecture are becoming isolated, making roads impassable. According to Ishikawa Prefecture, as of 4 p.m. on the 3rd, approximately 750 people are in isolation in 14 districts of 5 municipalities in the prefecture. Why not just use the self-defense forces to transport supplies by helicopter? It's not that simple. We need to consider how many isolated areas there are, the required items and quantities, whether there are suitable landing sites, how to distribute supplies from the landing site to the endpoints, and coordinate the efforts of the police, fire department, and self-defense forces. There are many factors to consider. For now, send in one team, and we can figure out the details later. No need for landings, only the self-defense forces can handle this. We'll have to gather the residents of isolated areas and bring them together in one place. For food and lightweight items, can't we use drones? It's not the Showa era anymore. Unless the self-defense forces anchor ships offshore and transport supplies by helicopter or rescue everyone, it seems impossible. I think boats with outboard motors or motorboats would be more efficient. It's difficult in areas like Suzu City. Many buildings have collapsed, and there are few walkable roads. We should eliminate small settlements quickly and gather people in one place. Then, build a shopping mall with government services, supermarkets, home centers, and medical facilities within walking distance. This way, not only will we avoid isolation during disasters, but there are other benefits. Reduction in tax expenditure due to downsizing of administrative services. Encouragement of returning drivers' licenses. Promotion of bus route reduction. Hawaii had a similar idea. This area had plans for a smart city as well. Kanazawa started helicopter operations around 830. Maybe the rain stopped. Mountainous areas should have spring water, so there shouldn't be a problem with drinking water. The concern is how long the food supply will last. If they are farmers, they might have stocked vegetables and rice. Since it was New Year's, they might have made a lot of mochi on the 28th or 30th. Unlike individually packaged store-bought mochi, homemade mochi can quickly get moldy without a refrigerator. The roads are narrow and rough, making it impossible for trailers carrying heavy machinery to enter. In the case of a slope collapse, manpower alone won't suffice, only helicopters can help. Simply increasing the number won't solve the problem. Unlike police cars, self-defense force vehicles don't get priority on damaged roads. If you've never been to the Noto Peninsula, you won't understand how difficult it is. The airport is useless, the port is useless, and the railway has long been abandoned. Fortunately or unfortunately, the areas cut off and in support difficult areas are mostly suffering from aging and depopulation. On the flip side, the population is low, and emergency support supplies can be minimal at the district level. In other words, if a system is in place to efficiently transport small amounts of supplies flexibly, immediate support can be provided. They should distribute some supplies to the affected areas. Considering the frequent earthquakes of the magnitude of the Noto Peninsula that have occurred since last year. February Turkey, M7.8. September Morocco, M7.0. December Philippines, M7.6. Isn't it time to review our disaster stockpiles for at least a month? During the Nankai Trough earthquake, the demand for support and supplies will be even more intense. Small villages are scattered, so they don't need a large amount of supplies. What is urgently needed is manpower to rescue people buried under collapsed houses. And training for helicopter descents. Time is running out. That's right. The most important thing is to send emergency supplies within 48 hours. Life supplies can wait until a depot is set up in the rear. Push support is a means that can only be used when the supporting side has surplus resources. If you insist on pushing without much surplus, the human resources will be exhausted immediately. Certainly, prioritizing and distributing resources optimally is crucial. However, the current Japanese leadership is too incompetent to do that. Information gathering is slow, and sharing is probably not happening efficiently. Hospitals' self-generated power will likely run out the morning after the disaster. Without immediately sending plenty of diesel fuel, they'll be in trouble. Maintaining an appropriate balance between upper and lower levels is crucial for Japan. The leadership is imbalanced. The announcement of setting up water supply points was made, but once they run out, it's over. The Osumi has arrived off the coast of Suzu City. Will they use hovercraft to land? Ospreys are currently under Operation Freeze due to a significant incident last year. However, there are also discussions that they are not suitable for disaster relief. In the first place, the downward wind generated during descent can cause typhoon-level turbulence, potentially leading to secondary disasters. I wonder if military hovercraft can land, even with debris and driftwood scattered everywhere. It requires a considerable level of audacity, doesn't it? In situations where houses are washed away, obstacles protruding from the sea, it's generally impossible. Additionally, the landing point requires a lack of seawalls and a considerable space, meaning a sandy beach. They can't be used. As long as there's a possibility of tsunamis from aftershocks. Japan has become too incompetent in the last 10 years, creating numerous small fishing ports without enough useful harbors for disaster prevention. We should reassess our disaster stockpiles, which should last for at least a month. It will be even more severe during the Nankai Trough earthquake. Since small settlements are scattered, a large amount of supplies is unnecessary. What was urgently needed was manpower to rescue those trapped under collapsed houses. And perhaps training for helicopter descents. Time is running out. That's right. The most important thing is to send emergency supplies within 48 hours. Life supplies can wait until a depot is set up in the rear. Can't we drop support supplies from helicopters? For items like blankets or bread, dropping them from above should work. There is no preparation in places with no stockpile. It seems that even schools around here don't have swimming pools. The number of missing people in Ishikawa has increased suddenly to 77. In the past 9 hours. What were they doing? I'm in Nanao, and the gas station has fuel restrictions, with a 2-hour wait. Outsiders should definitely not come. Are you a local resident? That sounds tough. Isolated areas don't even have water and food. It's already the 4th day it's reaching the limit. The overall movement of the prefecture seems sluggish, doesn't it? We can't do anything until the roads are restored. It must be tough in the peninsula during times like this. A friend who was evacuated during the trip back home contacted me. Electricity and water are cut off, and although there are rice and cup noodles, they can't do anything. They have run out of kerosene and gasoline. And they can't go buy more because the roads are severed. They can't even get warm. And the entire family hasn't had a drop of water for 2 days. It's serious. Something needs to be done quickly.
Did you find this video interesting? We'll keep bringing you fun topics from Japan's online community. Please subscribe to the channel and drop some comments.